But speaking of judges, have you got the inside scoop? Have you been able to leverage anything?
I've actually been really sneaky, and it hasn't worked. So I even played the Big Brother card on Franck de Dieu, previous Legacy winner from 2015, and he still wouldn't give me anything.
Not even a little heads up?
Nah, I think it's because I'm Kiwi, he's French. I think that's the problem.
So do you think we've already seen the next Legacy winner, or is it still to come, or are you just kind of being open-minded and seeing what comes?
How do you honestly think I would answer that question?
Yeah, true that.
We've seen 3/4 of them, right? So there's a 75% chance that we have seen that. But
the good thing
that's
is,
just maths.
The good thing is, what I think is they're not going to be split. It's not going to be 4 from yesterday, 4 from today. It could be 8 from today. It could be 8 from yesterday. It could be 6 and 2. It could be made up of any way.
It's like you're showing off that you can count.
I know, I've done maths and everything.
Well done, well done. But you're right, it's completely wide open. There's no reason why they would all be split or... Yeah.
So that's pretty much a really good reason to stay tuned, because you might not have seen the next Legacy winner yet. So it's a great reason to stay tuned.
Now, I've seen the last 5, and I'll be introducing them. I've seen all of them, actually, and I know that these guys are incredible, so you should absolutely stay tuned. China is last up, and they have a pretty huge national final, so they have an incredible competitor, so I would hang out and watch.
Yeah, I mean, later on, we need to catch up again, just see what's going on just before you go on stage, or maybe after the competition as a final roundup of what's been going on.
Yeah, I think I'll just be a bit blown away by that stage and trying to find out who the winners are.
Cool, man. Dickie Cullimore, thank you very much.
Cheers,
Stay tuned, guys. We'll be back very soon. Thanks. At Bacardi Legacy, it's all about making a drink that's going to stand the test of time. And to do that, you need the right ingredients.
People are having so much more passion for the craft of cocktail making. Everybody takes so much time, care and passion with the making of their ingredients.
I use the Oro just to get that beautiful spice and just to carry it right through the pineapple.
In my cocktail I use a homemade grenadine.
Uncooked pineapple syrup, you can do it at home in your kitchen really easily. All you need is hot water, pineapple juice and sugar.
Because I come from Taiwan, and in Taiwan we do have the traditional black tea. The taste is just like that.
There's art, there's science, there's history, there's all kinds of things, and geography that comes into it, because we're seeing much more use of indigenous ingredients, and it makes the whole thing very, very exciting.
I'm judging the semi-finals. It's very interesting because you meet a lot of amazing bartenders and you get to see their personalities, both through what they present, but also through what they serve you in the cocktail. At the semi-finals, we judged 19 drinks a day. So basically it's a 6.5-hour session.
Participants have to create a unique cocktail, and they're going to get judged not only on their performance on the stage and how great the drink tastes, they're going to get judged on the inspiration, the name, they're going to get judged on how they've established it in the industry, whether consumers are asking for it, whether bars are willing to sell it. It's the awareness of the drink on social media, in traditional media. It's quite a holistic package, and actually it's all about establishing not a drink, but a legacy into the future.
Well, as you said, my name is Sandra Lawrence. I have a magazine together with my husband called The Cocktail Lovers, and we were actually very honoured to be named the best cocktail spirits and magazine in the world recently, so that's very cool.
So you're very qualified then to tell us what is a great cocktail.
A great cocktail, actually, it depends because it's a personal thing. But for me, I think great cocktails it's about your palate. And that's what this is great about this competition. For me, a great cocktail is not about 12 ingredients in a glass, it's about simplicity. And that's one of the things that we're seeing coming through with trends for cocktails, that, you know, you'd have like 24 different fruits in a glass before. Now I think that people are becoming much more confident to allow the ingredients, or maybe because we've got great ingredients, to allow those ingredients to shine through. So for me, a great cocktail is about simplicity and having the elegance for the drink to breathe. So people are being a bit braver with their choices of ingredients, and I think that people are becoming much more into local flavours. So even in London, you might have people.
We're back, we're live. It's only been 2 days, but you're getting there. Well done. I'd like to invite the next host for the next session, May Kongsavalai, to the stage.
Hi guys, hello, guten tag, bonjour, hola, ni hao, I hope I got that right. That is the extent of my bilingual skills. Obviously I can't do English very well. I wanted to talk to you today about what why I think Legacy is special. Now, BACARDÍ Legacy is one of those cocktail competitions where you don't have to win to be a winner. The competition aims to provide platforms for bartenders to create a name for themselves, to shout out about their drinks and their venues, and also to open doors to opportunities for the guys to create their own journey wherever they want to go after this competition. So I actually wanted to invite a guest. He is my favorite man. He is called Manu, and I met him in 2013 in Moscow, if he's around. Manu? Oh, there he is. Hi, guys. Come here. I would love for you to tell the guys your journey and what you've experienced from this. When I first met Manu, he didn't even have a passport to leave India, so it would be really cool to see what he said.
Hi, good afternoon, everyone. My name is Manu, and I represented India about 3 years ago in Moscow, wherein I was a competitor, and it's been an honor and it's been a pleasure working with BACARDÍ India as a trade ambassador now and representing my country over here. Yes, how May said that, it's really, really true that when I came in the bar industry, I did not even have a passport. So when I won the competition, it was like overnight we had to make a passport. And luckily and fortunately, now I have 2 passports with me. So it's been an honor and privilege to work with BACARDÍ India. And thank you so very much, everyone.
Oh, thank you. Thanks, Manu. So I would like to introduce to you our next competitor. We have representing Switzerland, Mark Bonneman. Hello, Mark. Your 7 minutes starts now.
Ladies and gentlemen, my friends and family, dear judges, thank you all very, very much for being here today. My name is Martin, and it is my big honor to represent Switzerland today at the BACARDÍ Legacy World Finals here in Berlin, in the city where I actually grew up and where I was born. The name of my BACARDÍ Legacy cocktail is Memento. Memento means to remember or in memory of. But for me, it also means to look at somebody as an idol. It can be a famous person, an iconic musician and singer, for example. It can be a group of people, like the Cantineros, which have created such legendary cocktails as the Mojito and the Daiquiri that we all know. But it can also be a brand, like Bacardi, which has overcome all boundaries and rise a second time to become one of the best-selling rum brands in the world. My Memento is also an honor to the moving history of Bacardi and means respect to their heritage. Bacardi, with its unique story of getting their successful company confiscated by the Cuban government during the country's ongoing revolution in October 1960, has achieved a lot that influences our daily work behind the bar till this present day. It's thanks to their big influence on the bar and cocktail culture that we are now in the new golden age of cocktails. One day, my girlfriend brought some peanut butter ice cream home, and she's actually right there in the audience. And she was asking me if I would do a cocktail with peanut butter. I was immediately remembered to a moment of my childhood, when my mother and I were able to overcome the difficulties of living under the socialist regime, just like Bacardi did, even if it was only for a short moment. It was that moment my mother prepared the famous grilled peanut butter and banana sandwich of Elvis Presley for me. She did not prepare the sandwich for no reason. The ingredients for it came out of one of the care packages, difficult word, my Aunt Mosel from Munich was always sending us to East Berlin. She wanted I was able to take part in her passion for her biggest idol, Elvis Presley. Using peanut butter syrup in a cocktail may sound a little bit weird at first, I agree. And since there's not a single decent brand that you can buy in the stores in Europe, I had to develop a method of producing the syrup myself. Now, with the help of my team, my family, and a lot of good friends around me, I was able to not just make the syrup, but also to conquer a lot of big steps during my BACARDÍ Legacy journey. Without them, I would not be here today. This is my memento to all of them. Getting a little emotional, sorry. Even though I'm really proud to work in a place that is called Werk 8 or Ocho, I choose Bacardi Carta Blanca for my legacy cocktail. In memento of our idols, we need to have a strong character, but at the same time, clear and fresh mind to achieve our goals, just like Bacardi Carta Blanca. With its great mixability, it has no fear when it comes to adding other flavors. And we only use them to support those fresh and well-balanced floral notes, and to add an extra little kick of spiciness to the palate of life. With ingredients that are available independent seasons all over the world and which bring back a lot of great memories, all completed by adding the world's most iconic rum. And a healthy measure, of course. Sorry, I'm a little shaky. The Memento cocktail has the potential to hopefully become a true legacy. And now, ladies and gentlemen, a little less conversation, a little more action, please. Looking back, Bacardi and Elvis share a big cultural heritage. And Bacardi has always been a big supporter on the musical and cultural scene. As the years passed, my aunt continued to have a big influence on my mother's life and mine. Just like Elvis Presley was her big idol, she will always be remembered as ours. Memento, for me, means not just looking back, but also looking up and remembering our idols. We're all here today to fulfill their heritage and to keep their legacy alive. This is my memento.
Thank you. Thank you, Martin. So, Martin, I know that this is your first competition. I just wanted to ask, what inspired you to apply for Legacy?
Actually, the most inspiration what I got out was actually from the people that were with me every day and that I work with every day and that go through all the stages every day. And actually, they not just inspired, but they more motivated me to do this, and they believed in me. And they were also my biggest inspiration, and of course, my family and
nice.
our history.
They must be proud of you. Thank you so much, Martin.
Thank you. Thank you.
We will be back in a couple of minutes with our next competitor.
Hey everyone, I'm backstage now with one of the famous two schmucks, which is we've got Mo here, who was last year's runner-up globally.
Awesome, thank you so much for having me.
Cool, man. So what is a schmuck? What is that whole thing you were doing?
A schmuck is basically just us trying to be who we are. It's like a good-for-nothing person growing up, and we wanted to create a brand around who we were and who we were perceived as, and so we did like just two schmucks, plain and simple.
Yeah, so like a little bit mischievous, causing trouble, but like super fun as well.
Yeah,
Where's the schmuck hat you always wear?
Well, I gave my schmuck hat away to Connor Myers,
who is Team Ireland this year.
Team Ireland, yeah. In support of him, he's doing some great things with all the music, with his Electric Avenue thing. And yeah, go Connor. Hey.
Oh, there's a plug for Ireland right there.
Yeah.
So, man, like, what was Legacy for you? How's it changed, like, your life then, I guess?
Wow. I entered Legacy when I was pretty much just starting to get to know this industry. I'd been a bartender, but I didn't know the industry so well. And the people I got to meet, both throughout the competition and afterwards, especially afterwards, was just absolutely crazy. It's been a hell of a journey. I've moved countries, and it is crazy what's going on with Legacy.
I worked with you when you entered. I was like one of your regional judges when I first met you.
Yeah.
And how you've just like.
I remember you gave us a workshop on like marketing when I just entered, and I was like, that's crazy.
Well, you're doing a good job, man. You're like the two schmucks are everywhere. You're getting all around the world.
Thank you.
Favorite country you've been to?
Taiwan.
Judges,
Taiwan was pretty crazy.
Ready?
Go to Taiwan.
Awesome.
Get
Cool.
to Taiwan.
Thanks so much, guys. Next competitor's on. Stay tuned. Cheers.
Yay.
Cheers, bro.
Hi guys, welcome back. So, you've noticed the word family being used quite a lot in this cocktail competition. Now, the word family refers to this sense of community, this love, unconditional love that we have for one another. I mean, it sounds really cheesy, but when you're kind of within it, you kind of get to understand. And this kind of goes beyond the competition. For example, we actually have family member in this room, Adolfo Comas, who is 6th generation Bacardi. He's also my colleague in the UK. We always bicker over the cookies in the morning. By the way, Dolph, I will always win. But we also have other people that I tend to call family as well. For example, Jose and Pilar. I want us to all congratulate these two. I don't think a lot of people know, but tomorrow is going to be their 36th anniversary. How amazing is that? Oh. One day, guys, one day. But I refer to these two as my mama and papa, so love you. Right, so I'm going to introduce our next country. It really excites me to introduce this country because I've made so many friends from this particular place. And this is India. Hi, Harinath, by the way, who's probably watching. And this is Pawan representing India, guys. Thank you. Your time starts now.
Namaste, Germany. Today, I'm standing among you to share this beautiful moment in the form of a story of an individual and of a family who pursued their dreams and passion unconstrained by circumstance, convention, or expectation. Respected judges, Bacardi family, and my dear primos, welcome. I am Pawan Singh Rawat, and it is an honor and privilege for me to represent my amazing nation, incredible India. When I was young, I left my hometown to seek new opportunities for a better life and to mend my own future, alike Mr. Facundo Bacardi. The growing bar industry in India sparked my curiosity to become a bartender. Initially, starting as a barback, like most of the bartenders, surviving among the millions. And yet, here I stand beside you, sharing my legacy, the moment. Life is a deep, vast ocean. High tides and low tides are a part of it, which balances it. And moments are a brief period of time, or just could be a split of a second. We share them with the people around us and cherish the precious one in our heart, which keeps us alive, which is the purpose of our life and Bacardi, to share love, joy, create untamable moments, and a sense of responsibility. Every individual here have such great moments. Moments that makes you strong to overcome the hurdle, thrives you to create a legacy. For me, the time that I have spent with my family, gurus, and my colleagues is prominent. Being behind the bar, working as a bartender, inspired me. For Mr. Don Facundo Bacardi, the moment came in that form of that first bottle of Bacardi, which clicked in his heart. And he promised himself that he will never let this spirit die. India, a land of 1.3 billion people, and still counting. Well, it is also known for its finest tea, spices, and sugarcane. In numbers, it is the second largest sugarcane producing country, providing employment to almost 1 million people. Rum, which is the majorly consumed choice of spirit, Bacardi and India together accomplish each other. I'm glad that today I'm here with you all to celebrate Bacardi and the success of bartenders. We all are awesome, aren't we? The inspiration behind this exquisite cocktail was to bring alive all the uniquely assorted flavors that life has to offer. It has got its root back from a classic cocktail punch. Punch, a Sanskrit word meaning 5. Sweet, sour, strong, weak, and bitter or spice. I've tried to embody this cocktail with the same. Sweet and sour for the balance. Freshly squeezed pomegranate juice elevates the notes of vanilla and almond of Bacardi Carta Blanca. Amaro, a bitter aperitif, brings complexity and depth. Martini Prosecco goes parallel with the crisp and dryness of pomegranate and Bacardi. And lastly, the elixir of my cocktail, Bacardi Carta Blanca, a melange of redistillado and aguardiente. All the chemistry and spirituality inside a single bottle. Founded in the year 1862, Bacardi as a family or as a spirit has faced great moments of catastrophe and also lived the gracious ones. The trinity of yeast, water, and sugarcane molasses describes the simplicity yet the uniqueness of the spirit. Mr. Facundo Bacardi almost spent a lifetime in mastering this spirit. Hence, it inherits the characteristics, making it crisp and divine. And at the same time, so versatile, it marries through all the odds, enchanting the cocktail with its own unique expressions. For those who are not with us, but their spirit is still enlightening our future. Every day is a rise. Every dawn has its fall. To create a legacy, stand tall, have faith, be kind, overcome the pain, and that success will be the moment.
Thank you, Papa.
Cheers.
Papa, can I invite you to have a quick interview?
Me?
Yeah. Talking about family, I just want to say hi to my rum sister and rum mother out in the crowd. We've become so close over this competition to the point where there's more pictures of us two than her and her husband, which is a bit funny. Just very quickly.
You still have questions?
Yes, I still have questions. I know for a fact that you've got a lot of friends watching you live from India. I know because my phone's going crazy. Is there anything you want to say to them?
So the moments that I've spent with you are really inspiring and are always in my heart. So just keep building the moments, love people, and we will all become a legacy someday. Thank you.
Amazing. Thank you very much. We'll be back in 2 minutes. Judges, are you ready? So this cocktail competition is great because it's open to everyone. You know, it's open to bartenders of all levels, from all over the place. So it excites me to introduce you our next place. You understand why I use the word place, because it's quite an unconventional venue. So representing cruise ships, we've got Loretta Tovsko. Sorry guys, Greece. Your 7 minutes starts now.
So, hello beautiful people, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Loretta Tosca and I represent Greece. I'm very happy to be here with you today to present to you how the silver lining from a story transformed into a cocktail. Today is a very particular honor for me because, let's face it, my presence on this stage was pretty unlikely. During my life, lots of clouds appeared. And in every cloud, there was a silver lining. And the silver lining taught me how to become untamable. Good on you. My story starts with my father, who was just a poor boy born and raised in a small village of Albania. And because he had an argument with his family, he left his home, traveled all the way to the Greek minority villages, where he met my mother. When I was 9 years old, political instability of the country forced us to become immigrants and move to Athens, Greece, which I left 9 years later to study in the Greek city Kastoria, public relations. And there I was, a young and a vivid girl, working as a waitress to support my studies. Until one day, as I was snowboarding, I had an accident which later on my life forced me to become a bartender. Now, and because of that, I stand here today feeling grateful for all these obstacles, for all the clouds and the silver linings that forced me to become this character, gave me my strength, and as the BACARDÍ story teaches us, no difficulty can be a barrier to your success. And if you work hard enough, you have a shot at a silver lining. I stand here today because I believe that there isn't any other more suitable place for me to share this than the BACARDÍ Legacy, of course. So I choose to use for my silver lining 45 ml of Bacardi Carta Blanca for its freshness and unique character, for the vanilla notes, the black pepper hints, the citrusy and the floral aromas. To enhance the floral notes, I'm going to add 15 ml of flower honey syrup, a very Greek ingredient, which is a great sweetener for a sour cocktail, as it contains proteins and it is thick enough to make a foam silk and stabilize it. For the citrusy aromas, I'm going to add 15 ml of orange liqueur and 15 and 20 ml of lime juice to balance the sweetness. For the vanilla notes of the Bacardi Carta Blanca, I'm going to add also vanilla ice cream. But I'm not going to add it yet. In order to exploit all its temperature and the proteins of it, I will add it separately in the dry shake part. So now, it's time for shaking. So, before I proceed, I will fine strain my cocktail in order to avoid having any small chunks in it which will ruin my texture. I didn't, but I said it. Okay. And because we don't have shaker boys in our bars anymore, like Henry Ramos, but we do have technology, I'm going to use the drinks mixer, or as we call it in Greece, in Greece it's the frappiera mixer, because here we make the coffee that we call frappe, if you have visited Athens. So this is not anymore a regular reverse shake, but it has become, as I like to call it, a frosted dry shake, because this will keep my cocktail frosted, while the regular shake would warm it up, which we don't want to. This is a Bacardi Legacy drink, because you can make it everywhere, easily, frozen, shaken, in a blender, in a slush machine, or even in your kitchen mixer. It's for consumers too. So, my silver lining has vanilla ice cream, not only for its technical reasons and for the beautiful, smooth texture, but also for a very personal reason too. Because when I was a little child, at my small village, you would always find me playing around the fields, and sometimes running to my mother with bruises on my knees and tears in my eyes. So, to comfort my pain, she would always promise me a scoop of vanilla ice cream. And since then, the taste of the silver lining became for me the taste of vanilla ice cream. When you will taste it, you will feel a sweet and sour freshness explosion in your palate, along with the smoothest texture, like almost drinking a cloud in a glass. And since every cloud has a silver lining, I'm going to garnish mine with black pepper for a spicy contrast, and to bring out all the black pepper notes of the Bacardi Carta Blanca. So, I'm also garnish it with a fresh rosemary to add a fresh and green Mediterranean aroma, because I'm from Mediterranean countries too. So remember, the next time a cloud pops up in your life, please look for the silver lining, and please do enjoy it. I am Loretta Tosca, and I thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Ready.
Thank you, Loretta from Greece. I wanted to ask you...
I can be international.
You can be everything. I wanted to ask you, how has this competition developed you as a bartender?
Well, it made me more than a bartender. It gave me more skills. And the biggest trophy in a competition is to prepare yourself when you are lucky enough to have the right opportunity to do your dreams, to make them true. So every time you use the competition, not for the trophy that can stay somewhere and get dusted, but for the experience to make you grow. This is my, my aim. Every time I compete a lot.
Nice.
I like so much competing. Now I'm tired, but I like it so much.
Okay. Thank you very much. Keep doing what you're doing. You're amazing.
Thank you. Thank you.
We'll be back in 2 minutes.
Right off stage to say exactly what's been going on and how they're feeling. She's probably high-fiving like 1 million people out front right now, though. So we've got the BA. Well, Greece is here. How was that?
All the time. Don't bother it. It won't stop.
You took that right to the edge. How long did you have left then?
I think I had 10 seconds. It
That's-
was on purpose. I want to use my time. I don't want to waste it. To use it fully.
That's why I think that's what everyone wants to see. You take it right to the edge, like so close. Is she going to make it? Is she not going to make it? And you absolutely killed it.
Thank you. Yeah. That's your feeling?
Yeah.
That's good.
I watched it.
That's good. Yeah, I didn't. I hope I watch it later. Later. I'm so happy that you like it.
Are you happy about?
Judges like the drink too, because this is the most important thing. We are in a cocktail competition, right?
Are you happy how the week went? Are you glad you can chill out for a bit now?
Now I'm already chilled. I'm so happy, you know. I'm so happy.
And how are you feeling tonight about the top 8 announcement?
Well, I feel so fine with myself that I think I'm going to be anxious just before the announcement. Now, I don't mind.
Awesome, thank you so much. Go chill out and we'll see you later on. Oh, yeah, go for it. As you can see backstage, it's like a very friendly, cuddly vibes back here. So we'll leave you with that.
Judges? 1 minute? Okay, no worries. Judges, are we ready to go? Yeah? Perfect. Well, I guess that's my intro and cruise ships gone. So instead, can we please get a round of applause for Wade Cleovas? Do you still need more time?
Yeah.
Are you ready?
No, not yet.
Okay, no. Just a minute.
Let me just check everything.
Got 20 seconds. Yeah. Your time starts now.
Let me start off by asking you guys questions. So I need this to be interactive, right? So I'm going to say one word, and I want you guys to tell me the first emotion that comes to mind. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3. Rum. Okay, so now we've got that out of the way. I'll come back to that in a minute. So when the BACARDÍ Legacy competition came out, I had to do a bit of research on BACARDÍ itself. So when I was busy doing this research, I found something really interesting for me. So Don Facundo BACARDÍ grew up in a small town in Spain called Sitges, which is next to the harbors. And as a kid, he used to sit on the docks, watch all the merchant goes in and out. And that kind of sparked a sense of traveling for him. Same thing with me. I grew up in a place called Saldanha, which is 1 hour outside of Cape Town. And I used to be on the beach and watch all these ships coming in and out of my harbor as well. So his brothers then moved over to Santiago de Cuba, and when he was 15, he followed suit. He worked in their store. When he was old enough, he opened up his own store. Unfortunately, that didn't work out years later. Then he met somebody that he had to learn how to produce rum. Now, from my hometown, when I was old enough, after becoming a borderline alcoholic, I moved to the city. I started working in a bar. Then I moved to Dubai. And then I started learning my trade as a profession from one of my mentors. His name is Angus McGregor. From there, I got all the knowledge. Then I said, I still feel the need to travel. And what would be the best way to do that? I said, cruise ships. Why not? I'm close to the water. I get to see different places in the world. And I'm in the Caribbean. Nice, hot weather. So for me, it's kind of funny seeing that when Facundo started producing rum, he knew nothing. When I started the cocktail trade, I knew nothing. So we both had to learn from somebody else to perfect our craft. Now, see, I asked you guys, what does rum in general bring to mind for you? For me, if I think rum, I think of pirates, I think of traveling, and I think of exotic places. So that's where my inspiration comes for the Legend Reviver. Now, I want you guys to picture yourself. This is our boat. We're back in the day, like pirate era. So the glass is going to represent a boat. Now, you're on the boat, and we're going through the water, and you're busy doing the Titanic movie, like, ah. And then all of a sudden, you get hit by this massive wave, and this ocean spray comes over you. So you get that nice sense of ocean smell. So my representation of that is a mist of absinthe all over my glass. Now, how they used to transport liquids on a ship back in the day didn't have any plastic containers or any steel jugs. They used to transport stuff in barrels. And that's the reason why I'm using a whiskey barrel-aged bitters to signify how we used to transport liquid on ships back in the day. Now, seeing that I'm on the topic also of oak, when you age something, the flavors you pick up is like a sweet baking spice. And I've done my own personal blend of a cinnamon caramel syrup, just enough so the cinnamon doesn't overpower all the flavors because it's a really strong spice. Now Facundo was an innovator. When he started producing rum, he wanted to make something that was better for the stuff that was there at the time. So he started doing his own filtration system and his own personal yeast. So I thought, how can I put innovation into this cocktail? Then I thought, let's take sweet vermouth and infuse it with star anise. Now, star anise is something interesting, which I'm going to tell you guys about in a few seconds, because star anise has got its own story in my cocktail. Then, of course, I move on to what I believe is perfection in a bottle. So when I look at a Bacardi 8, what I see is an invitation from the Bacardi family to enjoy the moments that they have, because this was the family-owned rum for 130 years. Only they could enjoy it. So when they released it, they're sending out millions of invitations to us. And what do we need to do with these invitations? Create moments. And this is what I'm going to do today. So now we've got Bacardi 8. So now while I'm pouring all this inside, I want you guys to think of any classic cocktail and then focus on the garnish of that classic cocktail. So anything that's classic, you know exactly what that garnish will be. If I say a pina colada, immediately you know it's a pineapple. If I say a mojito, you know it's mint and lime. If I say a Manhattan, you know it's going to be a cherry. Now, we're still on the boat, don't forget that. So the amount of water they used to carry on board ships back in the day was a lot less than the amount of rum they used to have. And this is another reason why I'm stirring this cocktail, just to signify that I'm adding a little bit of water to a lot of rum. Plus, I don't want to over-dilute, so I kill the flavors in the Bacardi 8. So look at the flick of my wrist. Only a few people get that reference. Now, you guys probably wondering why I'm not chilling my martini glasses. The reason I'm doing that is because I need my glass to warm up my cocktail so it opens up at the end of the day. So I'm chilling it down, but I want to warm it up slowly again. So if I chill the glass, it's going to take a bit too long. So now that we've got the amount of dilution that's needed, we're going to strain it out. Now, Bacardi 8 is a blended rum. Now, seeing that I'm doing 2 cocktails for a more consistent product, I'm going to be blending these 2 cocktails together. And now I'm going to ask you guys this question. Back in the day, they didn't use, how they got around the ocean wasn't by rowing all the time. That was too labor intensive. They used to have sails. So my lemon peel is representing my sails of my ship. And with navigation, they didn't have Google Maps available at the time as well. So they used the North Star. And that's why I'm using my star anise. Now, star anise, the Chinese name for star anise translated into English is 8 horns. And that's representing Bacardi 8, all 1 year for each point. And if I turn this around and I look at the label, or at the logo, you'll see this is my interpretation of the Bacardi logo. And this is the Legend Reviver.
Thank you very much. Well, that was exciting. So Wade,
tell me.
My question is very simple. I'm sure a lot of people in the industry, including myself, wants to know how it is working on a cruise ship. I have no idea.
The best way I can explain working on a cruise ship is it's perfectly organized chaos. It's really intense. We work 7 days a week. I just finished 10 months on board a ship. But it's a lot of fun. I do feel, though, that people look down on the cruise ship industry. So I wanted to just show that we can elevate what the crews are doing. So don't knock out cruising saying that the cocktail culture is not big on a cruise ship.
I think you've done an amazing job at presenting that. So thank you very much. Thank you. We will come back in 2 minutes for our next competitor.
They are sometimes crying.
Hey, how are you? So we're with someone right now that you've probably seen a couple of times over the last couple of days. To me, she is Lady Daiquiri, but to everyone else, I'll let you pronounce your name because you do it far more elegantly than I do.
Natalia Garcia.
See? It's great, right? So you're here looking after 5 countries.
Yeah, exactly.
So you're basically someone, you're 5, who are the 5 countries you're looking after?
Well, I'm looking after the Southern Europe countries, so Portugal, Spain, Italy, Greece, and France.
So you're basically like 5 people's mom for the week, right?
Yeah, you know, in some ways, nice, because they love me, it's like, and I love them pretty much. But sometimes it's super tired. You need to be focused on what they need, what they have, how they are, if they are stressed, if they are happy, if they are sad, if they are crying.
So you do all of that with them. So there's lots of cuddles, lots of high fives, lots of late night conversations.
Yeah, lots.
Making sure that they're up on time and they've got a coffee and they're eating lunch and not too stressed.
Lots of messages at 4 o'clock in the morning. Nat, I forgot whatever. Okay, I will get them.
So you're pretty much a rock star for these guys, like making sure you look after them. And you're hosting here as well.
Yeah, and I'm hosting here, so it's like I'm 24 hours working this legacy.
Did you know you were going to host, or did Dickie just spring that on you last minute?
Like 2 weeks ago.
Oh, right. So
and I couldn't say no, of course. So I was like, okay, we'll do it. No worries.
Have all your guys been now? All your countries been?
Yeah, everything is done. Everything is already gone, so they can relax and chill.
And how are you feeling about it all?
I need a siesta. A long one.
Don't we all?
It's the only thing.
So to your markets watching right now, to your countries, anything you want to say to everyone?
We did it. Southern Europe did it. So you must be proud of all our guys, because I am.
That's so awesome. Are you hosting any more today, or are you?
No, I think we will finish with the last competitor, and I will go to have my siesta.
Siesta, and then later we're going to have the top 8 announcement.
Of course.
And
of course.
I've been through one of those. You've been through how many now? Like, have you been
tonight?
When they announced the top 8, how many legacies have you been to now? The grand finals, the global
2.
finals, and it's so stressful in that room. Even if you're not a part of it, from the outside, you're super. Like, you feel everyone's nerves, and
it's stressing, but I hope to have someone in the top 16 and of course in the top 8.
In the
fingers crossed.
In the final ocho.
Yeah.
Cool. Thank you, Lady Daiquiri.
Thank you so much.
Amazing
Barney.
as always. Stay tuned, guys. We're about to go to the next competitor very shortly, so stay tuned with us. And then we've got something special a little bit later, so stay tuned for that one as well. Cheers. Hey everyone, so now I'm up here in the prep room where everyone's getting ready. So all of today's bartenders are up here making sure their equipment's right, their glasses are polished, making sure that everything is on point. And also the BAs are up here just, I guess, chilling out. So all those guys are working in the late hours of the night. So let's have a look around what's going on, so follow me. So because we've got Alan just sneaking over there. Hola! So a lot of thing about BACARDÍ Legacy is there's loads of fresh produce. So we've got a lot of stuff for all the bartenders' drinks, and we've got a lot of guys prepping some stuff up here. They're doing orange twists and lemon zests, and they're doing their fresh juice and everything to make sure that the drink's the best it can actually ever be. The good thing about BACARDÍ Legacy is you get spruced up by some very talented people. So we've got hair and makeup. So these bartenders are really treated like rock stars or movie stars for the week they're here. They make sure that when they're on stage, they're looking absolutely amazing and feeling great and ready to go. And then this is the prep area. Now bartenders are, we've got Alan over here with the biggest ice cube in the world. Do you have a wee little minute to tell us what you're up to?
Yeah.
So what are you doing?
Just color ice. Yeah, I made a strong and nice ice for the shaker.
Yeah.
And because my drink have the coffee in my ingredients, so I need to more strong and more cold ice to get more air in my drink.
So give it a foam.
Yes, and less dilution.
Less dilution, cool.
Yes.
And yeah, you've got some pretty fearsome tools there. Yeah, that's pretty scary. Yeah, so we finish up with the bartenders are up here. We're going to get out of their way because they've got a pretty big day ahead of them. So we're going to leave it there. So we'll see you soon, guys. So stay tuned. Cheers.
Judges, are you ready? Yeah? Perfect. So one of the things that we do at BACARDÍ Legacy Global Finals is that we always set up seminars and workshops for our competitors to enjoy. Now, there's been one regular favourite of ours, which is all about well-being and health. So I want to invite to you on the stage Ian Bell, who has been the saviour of my health, but also my hangovers, #DrinkResponsibly. But Ian's also been a part of this journey since before even I was working. So I met him in 2010, and I wanted to get an objective view of his own experience of this competition. So Ian, please come on stage. Hi, Ian. So Ian, please, we've been on this journey. Well, I've known you since 2010, and I'd like to get your view on what Legacy is and what you've, you know what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, I get your point. Legacy is a bit more than normal magic. This is a journey for all these guys. They've taken months. They've had ideas and concepts. And for you guys, you see 7 minutes of pure magic. But the real hard work has been in the months, liaising with brand ambassadors, organizing events and promoting the drink. So it's a special journey over all these years. It really is truly unique.
Amazing. It's so good to have you part of it as well. Thank you, Ian. Thanks. So I would like to introduce to you our next competitor representing Argentina, Ludovico Deviaci. Are you ready to start? Let me know.
I think so.
Yeah?
Yep.
Yeah?
Let's get to go.
Ready to start? Your time starts now.
Well, good afternoon, everybody. Thank you for this opportunity to BACARDÍ and to all my colleagues we have here. Tropical Lady is a cocktail inspired in family and the Latin spirit of sharing. I've been very lucky to be born into a gastronomic family. Both my parents are bar and restaurant owners in Buenos Aires, and since I was very little, they taught me the importance of sharing moments and knowledge to make a legacy endure. My parents made me fall in love with the industry of hospitality. And even though they have very different personalities, they're both amazing hosts. My Italian father, lover of food and wine, taught me that palate is a tool to taste everything, and one should always be open to new experiences and flavors. But above all, you should trust your heart. My mother, she's the most amazing woman I've ever known. She's got a sense of duty that is unbreakable, and she's the most hardworking person I've ever met in my life. So, truly, this is for her. She taught me that no matter how big the challenge, with hard work and trusting your ideals, you can overcome anything. Woo! My parents share the passion of doing what they love, and it's that same passion that drives me to always be searching. My cocktail is part of that search, and today I have the pleasure of sharing it with you. To start, 35 mils of banana paste. This is a simple blend of banana and sugar. Beautiful fruity flavor. Then fresh lime juice, 25 mils. Love that citric. A little bit of simple syrup. Just 5 mils per cocktail. Make nice silky texture. A little bit of my father as well, maraschino liqueur. 7 mils for cocktail. Couple more dashes. There we go. And the spice, Angostura bitters. There we go. Of course, this wouldn't be a cocktail competition without the main spirit and the tropical heart of my recipe. Bacardí Gran Reserva 8 años. 50 mils per cocktail. Let's give this a quick stir. Try it. Just a tiny bit more lime. There we go. And you'll follow me. This is a very long bar, I must say. With our ice. And let's shake. We'll strain it into our beautiful cocktail glasses. Oop, where did you come from? I know silence is bad for your presentation, but I'm really enjoying this moment. There we go. And last but not least, we will garnish it with a beautiful banana chip, which I dehydrate with Bacardí Carta Blanca and some simple syrup. No matter. I describe this as an elegant tiki cocktail, but a difference with that moment, late 1930s movement, where recipes were jealously kept secret. Today, I have the pleasure of sharing it with you. It's a no-location cocktail that can be enjoyed anywhere at any time. But this is much more than my original creation. This is part of a family legacy that honors my mother and the belief that sharing can be the cornerstone on which we can forge a new future. My name is Ludovico de Biaggi. I am representing Argentina, and with you, my tropical lady. Salud.
Amazing. Well done, Ludo.
Hey, mate.
Hi again. So I wanted to ask you, so BACARDÍ Legacy is about to relaunch again this year. I know this is your second time on the global stage.
It is.
But why should bartenders at home apply to enter this cocktail competition from your experience?
From my experience, I'd say that this is one of the most important for my career. It was so important, and it really launched my career really professionally back in the day. We are trying to create a legacy here, something that will last the age and time. So having that as a bartender is probably the most amazing gift you'll ever get in your professional career.
Amazing. Thank you so much, Ludo.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Right, so that concludes session 5 of today. We are going to go on a quick break. We will be back at 3 o'clock, but I wouldn't be doing my job properly if I didn't get to do one stage selfie before I leave. So get ready, guys. Say hi, guys. Perfect. Thanks again, guys. We'll see you at 3 o'clock.
Bacardi Legacy isn't just any cocktail competition, it's now become one of the biggest opportunities for bartenders around the world.
Bacardi Legacy is about coming together, creating family, being passionate about what you do, and establishing your own legacy.
If you're to win Bacardi Legacy, your life is going to change. Everyone in this industry will know who you are and they'll care about your opinion.
It's pretty special to be here for Legacy. Obviously it's a platform and a springboard into what could potentially come next.
Everyone here is amazing at what they do. They're all at the pinnacle of their game. Keep your spirit, your courage and your passion from cocktail, from life. Yes.
I've been following Bacardi Legacy for years. I mean, it's started in the UK. Back home, it's massive.
But it's not just about making the drink. They're making a drink in Berlin for the Legacy, but they're making this drink all over the world.
My bar back home, the Exchequer, we've got the 2 previous Irish winners of Legacy. So I hear all their stories about how they're part of this family and they get to travel around the world, and it's such a beautiful community, and I wanted to be a part of that network and that family. Hearing their stories really encouraged me to want to be a part of this.
And that's one of the great things about Bacardi is we have this history of fantastic bartenders making fantastic drinks. They're here to be inspired. It's all those things that come together to make Bacardi Legacy something unique and really special.
Hey guys, so we've got a break now. So what we're going to do is straight off of stage, we're going to grab him now. Mr. Argentina, step forward, step forward. Here's your mic.
Thank you, thank you.
Man, that was like probably the most emotional performance I've seen.
My mother has a lot to do with me being a bartender, and definitely this is something I want to give her. I already feel a winner, and if I make it to a final 8, it's all because of her.
I think it just goes to show like what you did there. You left everything up there. You literally left everything up there. And before you went on, you were super pumped, dancing around. Yeah. We were laughing and joking, and then up there like just switched. So your heart and soul was really in this one.
Really,
yeah.
It is. This is my second time competing, and I have high hopes. But also, if you do the best you can and really give it all your heart, then you're already a winner.
Yeah, that's for sure, man. Is there anyone you want to say hello to?
Well, my mom is watching, so hola ma, y gracias por todo.
Bring it in. That was great, man. Cool. I'm going to take that off you, and right now I'm going to bring on Alan Kavanagh.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Hey, buddy.
Hey, mate. How are you? Well, we're going to grab.
You.
Oh, you got something for me? Okay.
You're now officially a part of the Electric Avenue crew.
Okay, cool. You messed my hair up.
Sorry, bro.
I mean, it's ginger, but I can still style it.
You still look great, mate.
Let's grab a seat.
Woo! It's warm.
Yeah, it really is. So, man, like, I've been following like Facebook and stuff. What's going on?
Sure.
And it looks like Ireland's like pumped.
Yeah, we were literally looking for 2 rowing boats, and we were going to row the island over to Berlin. Yeah, great support back home.
Yeah.
We're seeing everything. Connor's consistently charging his phone for the amount of updates that he's getting, and high fives and hugs. So yeah, one thing about Ireland is we've got a great community, a really strong community. It's always very supportive of each other. And yeah, I think with somebody like Connor, it's hard not to love him. So.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's just generally every year I've been around Legacy, the Irish guys are just loved.
That's because we're normally got a bottle of Ocho beside us when we're being loved.
No, but I mean, you guys are. I've never met a shy Irishman.
Sure.
Do you know?
The shy when we're sleeping. That's about it. No, I completely get what you mean, Barney. But I mean, yeah, we're all very alike. You know, the Kiwis, the Aussies, and the Irish are very alike.
Just off topic, you can see Connor back there dancing, getting super pumped.
With Mo, yeah, Mo was last year's finalist. USA, yeah. But that's the thing about Conor, and that's I suppose the thing about the Irish is we got the gift of the gab. But you know, we want to talk about our little community, and we want to talk about our emerging bar scene. So we're happy to talk to anybody and listen to us for a while, I suppose.
I think what I noticed about Ireland, like you brought me over to Ireland. We went
that's
with
right,
BACARDÍ and stuff.
Yeah.
Ireland, for such a small country, is just like at the top of its game. They stand up here and they just on loads of global stages, really cocktail competition-wise, and just nail it.
Yeah, we've actually done very well. We've had a really, really good, solid, I suppose, competition performance with bartenders doing their thing on the global stage. And I think it's now things are really starting to gain traction and momentum back home, where bartenders are really taking a look at, you know, places like London, places like New York, and really starting to bring that gap a lot closer.
But they're totally themselves. They're not New York bartenders.
I mean, any great cocktail bar, any great bartender will always tell you how to make 1, an Irish coffee, 2, a notcher coffee, and 3, how to pour a decent pint of Guinness.
Which I learned.
Yeah.
Which I learned.
You learned it last time you were over.
Yeah, I did.
The semi-finals, was it?
Yeah, it was, and it was great. I mean, you look at all these bartenders, and they're around here, and they're. Let's sit back, man. We're going to be here for a while.
Okay,
cool. So
I'm into this. Can I get a coffee, please? Would you have a coffee?
So you see like loads of bartenders mulling around, and they're all like super dapper. They're coming in, amazingly sharp. I'm getting told exactly what to do, but sorry. I'm a bartender, guys. I'm not a TV host. So
when he was a bartender, he's telling everybody he's a TV host.
So you see everyone, and then Conor's literally living his brand.
Yeah. There's one thing that Conor. Yeah, one thing about Conor was he came on board to work at quite a big festival that we have back home called Electric Picnic. And he's north of Dublin, lives in Dundalk. Well, did live in Dundalk at the time. Got involved with Electric Picnic, Casa BACARDÍ Electric Picnic. And it was like something just went off inside him. It was like this fire in his belly just started to surge. And he made great friendships with really top-class bartenders. And he's adorable. Everybody loved him. But not only was he a lovable character, he can also knock out a drink very, very quick. And Hat is very, very, very smart, clever guy. So, when it came to the branding, it's all him. He's very known for his snapbacks and his Adidas look. And he just wanted to roll with it. Yeah, exactly. The amount of bartenders that are just like, mate, can I get one of these like lanyards, or any chance I can get a snapback? Has been incredible. Not even in Ireland, but outside of Ireland.
I mean, as soon as I saw him, I was like, where's my stuff?
Giz.
And he delivered. I got my hat, got my lanyard, got my little lapel.
That's because you're a famous little funny toy. You know what I mean?
Hashtag famous.
Hashtag pineapple.
So what is it about Irish bartenders when they come to this stage that they just deliver? You had last 3 years deliver.
Yeah, we had Kareem Eddy that was top 8. We had Will top 16, and this year, hopefully, fingers crossed, touch wood, that everything goes to play. Just because bartenders are itching for it. I remember a long time being told that Ireland's only famous for whiskey and for the crack and a few pints of Guinness. Well, that's great, absolutely, but we got bartenders that are career driven. We got a young community that's coming through the ranks that really wants to, when they get to this stage, prove that there's more to Irish bartending than just a crack and a few pints. And I suppose that's one thing that is almost inbred in a lot of bartenders, be it mixology, be it creative, bespoke style drinks, be it Dublin's got a great scene. Cork's got a great scene. Galway's got a great scene. And again, it's an island for 2.5 hours in any direction, and you practically fall off the island. So, I mean, when we get to this stage, we really want to prove ourselves.
And I mean, from a BA's point of view, you've been here.
Oh, you're going to give away my age now.
No, you've been here so many years. I mean, I've been around, so I've been floating around everything, all the seminars, all the workshops, and Conor's front and centre, ready to learn, ready to do it. So, man, Ireland are watching. So many people in Ireland are watching.
Yeah, big time.
Wrap it up for us.
Mate, thanks for all the support. We're literally going to go on in the next, 5-10 minutes?
There's a couple of people in,
We can hear everybody back home. We really appreciate all the love and support. Keep it up. Hashtag Electric Picnic, hashtag BACARDÍ Legacy, and show the love, but I really appreciate it.
Cool, man. Awesome.
Good to see you, brother.
You too, man.
I'm going to bounce because this guy's going to be panicking in a few minutes.
I'll see you soon. Thanks so much, man. No worries. Cheers, guys. Sorry that was a bit of a long one, but it was a great to talk to Alan about that kind of stuff. So stay tuned. We are about to go on with the next... Okay, so we're literally that. We're pretty much back soon, guys. So I'll see you soon.